Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna play some Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, and we will finally end Mortarion's mission there. So we will start right away, and this will be completely live. It's been a while since I did a live mission, but I really wanted to talk while doing certain things because it might be a little bit useful. So this is what we're going to do. So finally, guys, after 50 years of campaign, we're gonna go get it. You even get a trophy, if you actually finish the game before 500 days. But I don't have my gear, I don't have my, equipment, I don't have my knights, at least all the ones that I want. 500 days is cool, but not that cool. I don't know what's going on here. We're just gonna wait a little bit.
Hear me. Hear me. Grand Master, hear me.
Brother, I hear you.
Supreme Grand Master, we are near. I sense your spirit within the garden.
The hour must indeed be dark if you have conspired to reach me here.
Forgive us, my lord, the cost was great. You are walking into a trap. A massive host of Nurgle approaches your position.
This maze confuses my senses. The Bloom's power here is overwhelming, yet I cannot afford to withdraw. The stench of these roots are plain. My cursed life is a small price to wager against ending this foul affliction.
Then we will fight for you, Grand Master.
A great sacrifice must not go unheeded. Very well. I will take 8 volunteers, Ector. 4 shall join me to face the foulness within. 4 will hold this gate against the approaching horde until we can complete the deed.
So few.
Each of my brothers is an army unto himself, a mighty shield against the coming darkness. I cannot deprive the Imperium of its most valuable warriors for the trials that yet lay ahead.
Your will be done. We are the Hammer.
Okay, so that is done. We've done what we thought impossible. We've reached the heart of the Garden of Nurgle and located Supreme Grandmaster Drago. Before an army of Death Guard has reached him, our quest here is not over. However, we must still destroy the roots of the womb before they unleash the Morbus. Blah blah blah. Okay, so what?
The Knight's Oath shields are affixed. They are ready.
Okay, so here's the Vanguard. These guys are basically gonna fight against Mortarion, right? And next you
A
have
massive force of Death Guard approach Lord Drago's position. This squad will hold them off until such time that the bloom roots are cut, or we are defeated.
and just like he said, and these guys will try to fight the reinforcement that will join Mortarion. So what I'm gonna do here is simple. When you do enough damage to my boy, he uses to Mortarion. He uses a root to protect himself. So if we do enough damage, he will protect. He will use a root. You destroy the root, and then it switches to the rear guard. So I will just use basically this. I don't need this guy at all. Matter of fact, I just need. To be fair, dude. So I'm probably gonna use this thing. Probably this guy as well. Yeah, I think that's it. I need this guy because he's gonna be very useful for what we're gonna do. Probably this guy, yeah, for sure. There will be no warp surge, so we're good. We're good to go. I will not use you, my boy, but I will need a lot of willpower, so let's do that. This gives me willpower, this gives me willpower. You already have a shit ton of willpower, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'll give you another gun as well, just in case I need to do a little bit more damage. Here we go. When I use this one, it has a Fortitude, which is a 25% chance of activating a Psybolt. So, I mean, that's that. I mean, to give you back a willpower when you use Psybolt. When you use a Psybolt, you get 9 damage, and you get 1 willpower back. So that's pretty cool. Especially since I have 95% focus. It's gonna happen. Look at this, Fortitude, 100%. So that's good. I'm at 29. Let me just check my armor real quick. Yep, I have the good one. This guy will teleport every of these guys. Like, it will teleport everyone. This guy will do all the damage. This guy will teleport my my army, my squad. This guy will expose Mortarion. And expose means basically to, I think it's over there. Yeah, it's there. So target a unit at any range to inflict exposed 100%, and it lasts for all turns for during the entire game. Afflicted target gains 50% crit vulnerability. Mortarion has 50% resistance to crit. This guy gives afflict the enemy 50% of crit. So it basically reduces the crit resistance of Mortarion to 0. So that's good. And with this guy, of course, I have 99% chance of crit. So that's pretty good. And I will take my chaplain. Just for, I did not get all that for my chaplain, but I really want to use this. This is what I really want to use for my chaplain. I don't use all litanies, to be fair. I don't use refrain of convergence to get more resistance, or litany of faith to get more armor, or any of. I mostly use the Emperor's Will. The Invocation of Focus. With that, anyone has a 50% chance to get +1 willpower when they use Warp Charge, Psybolt, Force Strike, and basically every time you charge your attacks or your abilities. It says 50%, but your own focus adds up to it. So if you have 50% focus, Invocation of Focus will work 100%. This guy has 140% chance to get willpower back from using a warp charge and stuff like this. I will not use stun though. I will just change another weapon just in case, so I could use it on Mortarion. Just in case. There we go. I will not use my stun grenade, to be fair, so I don't really care. I will use that. I will probably take another armor. Yeah, this one I don't plan on using them anyways. Like, he's not gonna play a big role. I mean, yes, he is, but not with his attacks and armor. And as long as he have his litany, I'm good. We're all good because this guy will use a lot of willpower. So I really need as much willpower as possible. And both my paladin and chaplain can give away willpower thanks to, I think, yeah, the Emperor's will. So, worst case scenario, this guy runs out of willpower way too soon. I have 14 willpower that I can give to him, and also 13 willpower as well. So we will not run out of willpower. Well, the stratagems are locked because Vakir is no more in a way. So that's that. So that's the whole plan. He does the damage. He exposes Mortarion. He replenishes everyone. He replenishes my librarian with willpower because he's going to teleport my team, and he needs to teleport Kaldor Drago. Kaldor Drago does not win action points. You cannot give him action points with execution, with honor the chapter. Dude, you have 3 action points and that's it for the whole turn. For your turn, you got 3 action points and that's it with Kaldor Drago. So I need to teleport Kaldor Drago next to the roots as much as possible, and then my librarian is here to do so. I cannot teleport the assassin, but he has exposed and that's all I need. Now let's switch to the next squad, and this is the rear guard, and we don't care.
Cadex, my little spider. What flies have you lured onto our web? I serve only to please, Master. But you said I could have her! Know your place, worm. You failed to silence her spirit, and so she has served a fleeting morsel. But I am yet far from satisfied. If it isn't the Heart Carver and his gleaming knights.
Mortarion. I should have guessed you would be at the root of all this.
Who else could nurture such genius? I carved the raw material for the very first seeds from the corpses of your fallen brethren, hunted and run down like the cowards they are. That Eldari cesspit was a nursery a millennia in the making. These roots I tended from saplings until they could gorge on the billions of souls my reapers have claimed. And now, here at last, Drago, your sacred blood will fertilize the true harvest. The grandfather rejoice! My little garden will finally bear its most luscious fruit. The Morbus is at hand!
well, let's start right away. Like I said, guys, we're gonna expose this guy, and
Ready for dissection.
now he's 50% crit resistance. He lost 50% of his crit resistance, so he's at 0 right now. He used to be at 100, at 50%, as you can see. So, and what I say, as you can see, is it says, I should have shown you that it says 50% resistance, because now you actually didn't see it, but he is 50% resistant. So let's do this. Let's do this right now. Matter of fact, I will teleport the whole squad there. Wait, before, of course, I need to use this litany. So now my librarian will at least get 1 willpower back whenever he uses warp charge. This is gonna cost me 5 willpower. Alright. But as you can imagine, I'm ready. One of his abilities is the price of power. This knight has a 120% chance to gain +1 willpower when using a warp charge. Invocation of Focus, 50%, but I am already at 95%, so now I have a 145% chance to get +1 willpower. Those two adds up. They add up, so basically I have +2 willpower when I use a warp charge. So I will get closer. This is gonna cost me 5 willpower, and now they will give me back 2. That's pretty much how it goes. Okay, I'll just move a little bit closer so I could get some damage done, more damage. Alright, let's see. Crit vulnerability -50%. But he is exposed. Okay, thank God. Okay, so crit vulnerability, it says -50%. But I exposed him, so it's +50, so it completely cancels the -50%. So now I have my 90% chance of crit. 22 damage crit, 8 damage base damage, so that's a lot of damage. So that's a crit. I get action points back. I get an action point back because that's one of my abilities. As you can see, when this knight crits a target, when this knight crits a target with ranged attacks, they have a 100% chance to get +1 AP 2 times per turn, thanks to my Righteous Fury sword. This sword gives me 1 extra auto. So this happens 2 times. So that's I potentially have 5 action points. Those are actually pretty useful. Where's how come he didn't fire? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's weird. Usually he's supposed to... I'm just gonna get closer a little bit.
Understood.
So I can do... actually, no, it doesn't matter. Where's Calo Drago? Okay, there he is. He is quite further... No, okay, no, we're good. Yeah, Calo Drago can teleport. A few things about Calo Drago. This guy cannot die. Just saying, this guy cannot actually die on versus Mortarion. Like, he will go down, but you can always bring him up, you know, using you can wait your turn, or you can also revive him using a servo skull, your apothecary. You can bring him up forever. He doesn't die on the battlefield. Impossible to kill him. I think it's right there. Drago cannot gain AP, yeah, but Drago cannot fall in battle as well. So that's that. There's a few things that we can talk about using Calo Drago, but not for this mission, not for this build right there, because I don't really use him that much, except to cut, of course, the roots with the Titan Sword. Now, yeah, let's keep up with the damage. So now we will use the root as a protection. I just need to watch out because every time I have a like I'm trying to get past that fucking thing there, that demon, but sometimes like I can't. So not because he will attack, but because I misclick. Because when I'm on this angle and I try to attack the root, sometimes he straight up attacks the demon instead. So I'm just gonna turn the camera and try not to make the same mistakes again.
Understood.
Can I? Yeah.
Understood.
I don't know why though. It's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of lag, guys. I don't know why. I really don't understand, but that's how it goes. It's quite annoying, but it's gonna get worse at the end. It's gonna be a little worse towards the end there. So, but yeah, no worries. Here, you know, this is a faster way to deal with this mission. To be fair, because it allows you to actually go through that whole phase in just a few seconds. You will reach a point in the battle in which there will be so many and they will receive mutations, and all of them will receive mutations, and it's gonna take like 5 minutes. Like straight up 5 minutes for them to just go through all their mutations. Now, this is where my librarian comes into action, because remember guys, the Supreme Grandmaster, Caldor Drago, cannot win action points. So, right now, I'm too far from this route to actually teleport and cut it. But I have my librarian, and that will be more than enough. That's pretty cool. I got 2 willpower back. I'm just gonna free my paladin and my Vindicator Assassin.
Fire. It bleeds.
I'm just gonna do this just to waste some of my ammo and reload.
Weapon loaded.
So now I can reload. Now I'm reloaded, so I can support fire. And now, of course, I'm gonna use my paladin to do all the damage. I could use a Purgator. I could use a Interceptor. It doesn't matter. I just need someone to do crit damage. And for now, my paladin does the most damage when it comes to range and not melee, but yeah, he does the most damage. So we're gonna use it like that. But you can use other things. Okay, it's pretty similar. So now you can reload. Why did I reload? I have my sword. Anyways, I mean I have enough action points, and when you cut the route, the turn is over, so you can just restart.
Understood.
He doesn't get action point backs from teleporting, so you're left with 2 action points when you teleport. So watch out. But I'm close enough to cut the route there. And that's what we're gonna do. As you can see, when you cut the route, you get +4 willpower. So that could be very useful when Jesus, there's a lot of smaller units there. It's gonna take a little bit. I think it's gonna take a little while to get through all the mutations towards the last phase. I could probably use vulnerable as well. Yeah, I will. I will use vulnerable. My chaplain has a weapon that can basically inflict vulnerable on any enemies. So I will just need to melee Mortarion there and be done with it. Well, as you can see, it's a total clusterfuck, but they will not attack because it's not their turn. It's never their turn actually. Well, now it says enemy turn, but it's really not the case. Now they're all there, and to be fair, well, I won't be able to inflict vulnerable without getting a lot of damage done to my face. So, where's the other route? I can teleport them there, and this is what I will do. Anyways, Call of Drago is too far from that route to teleport, so I will do that. My okay is right there, so I can inflict vulnerable. I can even force strike to do a little bit more damage. And anyways, I'm gonna get my willpower back, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna inflict vulnerable. There we go. Vulnerable one turn. The turn never ends basically because I never let them actually have their turn. So I'm gonna use Psybolt to critically do something. I will use. It doesn't really matter, guys, because you will not attack. But that weapon there goes, you know, it has armor piercing, and it's one of the most annoying things ever. It inflicts, you know, like it has a bunch of afflictions, completely random, I believe. But like,
In my sights.
we can, yeah, let's remove that thing as well. How many weapons? Okay, I'm just gonna shoot one more.
Weapon empty.
I will reload. Where's Call of Drago? Call of Drago is there. I'm gonna start doing some damage. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing all over again. As you can see, support fire also stuns, so that's cool. Is Call of Drago close enough from that to that thing? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk being, because I want to attack him, you know, just for the fun of it with Call of Drago. But I don't want to risk being too far, because if I cannot cut the route there, they will all attack me. Like, it's going to be their turn if I do not cut the route. So I will take the risk of I'll take the risk. I think I'm good. So armor break. There we go.
Silence comes for you, Drago.
Now he is super mad. I can teleport. I'm close enough. I have 1 action points remaining. It says strike this bloom root with Drago sword to destroy it. So I shouldn't be like going anywhere right now. I should just cut the root there. If I don't cut it, guys, I'm possibly dead.
Understood.
Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this again. And it's never the same enemies, I realized. I've killed Drago a bunch of times. I killed Mortarion a bunch of times, but it's never the same enemies that show up. Like, yes, it is the same, but this is the first time that I get, like, so many Plague Bearers. Like, so many of those small dudes, you know what I mean? How much points we have? Ah, no. Okay, I mean, it's okay, but I really thought that we could actually get him to... Okay, so yeah. They will all gain mutation next turn, and it's gonna be a real pain. Anyways. So now I have a weird affliction upon me right now. And it is Punish the Witch. Affliction, all knights in the Vanguard suffer 2 damage per willpower used. No one will use willpower except for my Librarian and Drago. So I will try to get as close as possible to that route. But the thing here is... I will take a lot of damage. So if I teleport everyone, or charge 5 willpower, I will take 10 damage. Because 2 damage per willpower. So if I teleport everyone, it's 10 damage. So what I'm gonna do is use Warp Charge for my Aegis Shield. I'm at 11 shields, so that's good. I will lose 10 points, so that's good also, because I have 11. So I will not lose health points on this one. As you can see, I lost pretty much almost all my shield. Teleporting with Drago is 2 willpower, so I will lose 4. I will take 4 damage, and I will teleport here right away, or just I will teleport there. So I have 4 shields, so I should be perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm okay. I do not plan on using willpower on anyone else, so I'm gonna start doing a little bit of damage on Mortarion. Let me just get rid of the shields first. I mean, some of them. Ugh. Now we cannot do anything because he uses the root there to protect himself. So we're just gonna cut it.
Understood.
And next turn is gonna be a real pain, and we're gonna have to sit here and do nothing for at least 5 minutes. So
Your suffering begins.
Jesus. There are just too many of them. Like, now there's actually way too many of them. Usually it's Terminators, Plague Marines, but now it's like Plague Bearers all over the place, and a shit ton amount of demons. So, oh my gosh. There's gonna be a lot more people. I think it's gonna take a good, like, 6 minutes. And they all move around, you know what I mean? Like, they all fucking move. Like, it's not just those who showed up, you know? It's everyone. Like, when the new guys show up, the old guys also start moving to make room for them. Alright, I see we got a little bit of first right here. That says power of the blue, Mortarion, blah blah blah, but then it says all Death Guard gains mutation, and here we go guys. 5 minutes of fucking doing nothing. Because it's not everyone at once. It's not like all of them at once, it's one by one. So I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. I will probably remove that that part there, but here we go. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're back. Let's finish this. And they all have shield, and it's gonna be laggy like this, like until the end of the game. Like, not this game, not this match, this battle. I'm only talking about until I'm back in the menu. Because the thing is, while we have all the cinematics and shit, there's still this game in the background. I don't know why it's like this, but there will be this game in the background until you're back to the main menu. So it's gonna be laggy even in the cinematics. So that's that. Now let's Jesus. I should kill a few, but the problem is if I do so, and it's not gonna change a lot. It's not gonna be like, there's not gonna be a massive difference. Anyway, where's their last route? There? Okay, I'll teleport everyone there. Jesus. The Punish the Witch affliction is also no more. Like, it lasts for one turn, even though it's still the same turn. Because as you can see, he is still vulnerable for one turn. And it's been a while now. So let's do this. That was not a crit. Jesus. Ah, there we go. I mean, 90% chance of crit, you know, it's pretty dope. Five? Dude, let's end him. Straight up. Titan sword. Boom. As you can see, we're still in the game. It's fucking laggy. Anyways.
Cadex, you treacherous worm. What have you wrought? I did only as requested, Master! Plague comes for the Imperium. I have eternity to ensure it festers. The perpetual coward. I expect nothing less from those who betrayed humanity. Some, however, take courage to the limits of folly.
You will forgive the commander. He simply obliged an old man's wish to see duty's end.
I would not begrudge a knight his sense of duty, but you must leave if you can, now. Mortarion's failure here has sparked the fury of the Plague God. We will draw their attention if we may. Inform the Grand Masters of what happened here.
Commander, sensors detect conspicuous forms converging on our position.
We must depart. I envy you, my brothers.
Know that they fight on with courage and honor. Even as the bloom decays beyond, we will infect the realms of chaos with our purity.
We return to Titan. Brothers, you will be welcomed into the Hall of Champions.
See, you can still see the game is still there. You know, in the background we see the chaos spawn or whatever that thing is. We see like the health bars and shields, and the game is still there. I don't know why they keep it. We even see like one of the routes. Like we see some of my knights. You know, we're still in the game, so that's why it's all weird and laggy. And we're still in it right now as we speak. Like, it's still happening.
And she lost her soul to chaos. We had feared her fallen, but in truth, I misjudged her strength of will. In the end, she fulfilled an inhuman duty. Cartha sacrificed herself to preserve life and carve a path for hope in the future. She did so, realizing that the price would be an eternity of torment. She is a credit to the Inquisition and has truly humbled this Grey Knight. Go, relay this to your masters.
The bloom fades.
Another triumph, purchased at a bitter price.
We have delayed our return to Titan for too long, Hector. The Edict yearns for respite.
I mean, a good yeah,
Our
for 50 years, dude.
forward
Like,
is
come on,
clear.
like, let's go
Yes.
home. Like,
Duty. What say you, Commander? Are we finished here?
here, this shit right there. I really thought there was gonna be a fucking
As
like
effusive
a way
as
to
ever.
keep on going. Why do we ask?
Dominus,
Why do you ask
set
us? Are
course
we
for
done here,
Titan.
Commander? And then proceeds to get the fuck out. How is this even fucking possible? And there's no New Game Plus as well. So what the fuck are you talking about? What do you say, Commander? Are we done here? Man, shut the fuck